Good morning, namaste. Today I am bringing you a easy morning flow to make you feel good, to warm up your body for the day. This can be done as soon as you wake up or at any point throughout the day that you feel like you need a little bit of a stretch. Come to your hands and knees at the center of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and bring your knees hip-width distance apart. Mat-width distance apart. Those are not the same. Bring your hands out in front of you and sink your hips back towards your heels. Lower your forehead to the mat, wide like a child's pose. Press into all 10 fingertips, pushing your hips towards your heels. Opening up your upper body. Take a moment here to settle into this moment, inviting presence, acceptance, and gratitude. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all out. Lightly lift your forehead away from the mat and walk your hands over to the left side. Lower your head back down, opening up through your right side body. Feel the stretch. Notice how that feels. Maybe taking it further if you need to, or coming a little bit closer to the center if you feel too much intensity. Listening to your body. Inhale, lift your forehead away from the mat. Walk your hands back to center. And exhale, bring it over to the right. Lower your forehead back to the ground. Opening up through the left side body. Inhale, lift yourself up off your mat. Walk your hands back to center, keeping your head lifted. Shift your hips forward. Bring your knees back into center, hip-width distance this time. Bring your hands a little bit out in front of you, not exactly underneath your shoulders. As you exhale, lower yourself all the way onto the earth. Lower your forehead to the earth. Keep your hands placed underneath your shoulders. Tuck your elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, lift your chest a few inches off the mat. Keep your gaze down. Low cobra. Exhale, release your forehead to the mat. Inhale, maybe this time fully extending your arms. Gaze comes forward. Bring your shoulder blades to kiss. Press into the tops of your feet. And exhale, lower your chest down to the mat. Bring your right hand out next to you, left hand out next to you, outside of your mat, so that you create this kind of cactus formation, but facing down towards the earth. Bring your forehead back down to the mat. Inhale, peel your chest up. Head comes up last. Gaze forward. Open up your chest. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower your forehead back down. Inhale. Exhale. Rest your forehead onto your mat. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Remember, elbows tucked in towards your ribs, towards your body. Extend your left arm out long next to you. Right hand stays underneath your right shoulder. Bend your right knee and push away from the earth using your right hand and bring that right foot behind you. Left ear rests on the earth, opening up your chest and your heart, noticing any cracks, noises your body makes here. Maybe exploring different distances your hand travels. So maybe further out in front of you, maybe bringing your hand closer to your body, and just noticing what that feels like. Inhale, roll over back to center. Right leg extends long to meet your left. Left hand comes underneath your left shoulder, and this time your right arm extends out long right next to you. Bend your left knee and roll over onto your right side. Right ear rests on the mat. Left foot comes behind you, pushing against the earth with your left hand. Inhale, roll over back onto center. Release your left leg long. Right hand comes underneath your right shoulder blade. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift yourself up into a plank. Bring your navel in towards your spine, keeping a flat back. I don't want to see any booties lifted up in the air. Lower those hips. Inhale. And exhale. Now you can shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press into all 10 fingertips. Broaden your shoulders to create space for your ears. Push your chest towards the top of your thighs. Maybe adding a slight bend to your knees. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, open your mouth side out. Bend into your left knee, bend into your right knee, inviting some small movements, warming up the hamstrings and the calves. And eventually finding stillness. On your next inhale, roll over your toes, shift your hips forward, coming back into a plank position. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, roll over, coming into a plank position, making this as exaggerated as you'd like. And exhale, shift your hips up and back. Inhale, arch your back, come forward, plank pose. Stick your booty up, downward dog. Take a few of these flows on your own. Take one more round. Meeting in downward dog. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. And exhale, step it through to the front of your mat in between both hands. Lower your back knee, untuck your back toes, and bring both hands to the top of your right thigh. Sink forward into your right knee, feeling the sensation this creates in your left hip flexor. Push yourself away from your knee, using both hands on top of your thighs. You can stay here, or if you'd like to open up your chest, bring both hands behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades down. Just open her. Ooh, that feels kind of weird for me. So I'm gonna keep my hands right here. Bring your hands back down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes. And inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Shake it out a little bit. And exhale, step it down to meet your left. Inhale, reach your left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it through to the front of your mat, low lunge. Find your alignment. Release your back knee to the mat, untuck your toes. Both hands come to the top of your thigh. Push yourself away from your front knee. And sink a little bit deeper into that front knee, opening up the right hip flexor. Maybe clasping your hands behind your back if that feels good for you. Or just staying right here. Take another breath in. And exhale, release your hands to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your left foot back to meet your right plank pose. Drop down onto both knees. Untuck your toes. And exhale, lower your chest all the way down to the mat, keeping your elbows tucked in towards your body. Inhale, extend both arms, cobra. If you want to add a little bit more heat here, maybe pressing into the top of your feet, lifting your thighs off the mat, upward dog. Exhale, release your chest to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, shoot your hips up and back. Downward dog. Inhale, roll over, coming back into plank pose. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your chest. Roll yourself over onto one side as gracefully as you can, coming onto your back. Release your hands at your sides, keeping your palms facing up if you'd like to receive, and facing them down if you'd like to ground. Extend your right leg up towards the sky. Extend your left leg up towards the sky for this legs up the wall variation. The variation being lack of wall. If you do have a wall near you though, feel free to lean your legs up against them. Getting fresh, new oxygen into that blood. Bend both knees. Bring your hands to the outsides of your feet. Elbows come to the inside of your knees. Happy baby. Pull your feet down towards the earth. Open up those hips. Staying in stillness or maybe exploring some movement, whether that be swaying side to side, extending one leg, extending the other. Inhale, extend both legs, and exhale, lower both legs down back onto the earth. Feet come to the mat, knees pointing towards the sky. Bring your hands alongside you. Maybe fingertips touch the backs of your heels. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your core. Draw your knees in towards each other. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And exhale, release your hips back onto the mat. Release your left leg long and draw your right knee in towards your chest, towards your right armpit. Take a few hip circles here. And exhale, cross it over your left side body. Left hand comes to the top of your right knee. Right arm extends out long. Gaze comes towards that right hand. Inhale, draw your right knee back in towards your chest. Switch out your legs. Left knee comes in towards your left armpit. Right leg extends long. Taking a few hip circles here. In one direction and in the other. Inhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. And exhale, cross it over your right side body. Left arm extends out long. Right hand rests on top of your left knee. Gazing in the opposite direction. Keep both shoulders on the earth. Inhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out long. Rest both hands at your sides, palms facing up. Relax your body completely. Let your feet fall down to both sides. Notice how your body feels. When you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back into your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and eventually rolling over onto one side, coming into a fetal position. Rest your head on your bicep. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, come to meet me in a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Hands rest on top of your knees. Lift up your chest, open up your heart. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. And exhale, bring them down to heart center. Bow your head down towards your chest. Softly thanking yourself for showing up to your practice today, showing up to your mat. It's not always easy. The ultimate self-care is showing up for yourself, especially when you don't feel like it. So thank you for showing up today, and thank you for joining me in this practice. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Sat Nam.